Well, hey, greetings, YouTube. I know it might seem like it's not the happiest of Tuesdays because this is a day that we have seen some of the best deals of all time, including every couple of months a 5-star Awakening Gem Crystal offer. And I feel like it's been about that time. So maybe, just maybe, we're going to get a 5-star Awakening Gem offer in March. Who knows? We know for sure, even though it's probably going to be a really, really bad value overall. And as always, I will be analyzing the best and worst values of the new store to use for your Nick Fury side quest currency. But believe it or not, if you're to take out the people like myself who have a overflow in the thousands of fragments of tier 3 catalyst bundles and who have maximum tier 2 catalysts in your inventory, as you can see, I have everything but I guess Mutant I need 1. Technically I need 2 from Mystic and 2 from Science, and then I've maxed out every other. Normally I do have the max, but I just got my hands on a couple of new champions finally, such as 4-star Sabretooth, and that means that I had to use some tier 2 alphas. All right, tier 2 alphas. Heck no, I didn't have to use some tier 2 alphas. I had to use some tier 2 class catalysts. That's what my brain was trying to say. Excuse me. All right, but for those of you who don't have everything maxed out in these categories, even though I'm 0 for 6 on tier 3 science for whatever reason, I want to show everybody because you're asking me at some point, Prof, because I go to my crystals when I open crystals and you see on the left I've got this 4,668 number and you're like, when are you going to open the crystals? I'm like, well, probably not ever, because I'm going to hold off as long as possible these daily crystals. And then look at these tier 3 class catalyst fragment crystals, 1,725. That's crazy. So probably not going to open those for a very long time. And I've been hoarding tier 4 class catalysts to where this is the most I've ever had at one time myself. When I scroll down, you'll see I'm over 20 of those. In fact, I am currently sitting at tier 4 class catalysts at a whopping 22 unopened, which for me is by far the most I've ever hoarded. But I want you to remember for yourself a time that you didn't have your inventory full, and even if it was hard to grind for the tier 2s. And the tier 3 grinding is terrible. It is just the worst. So as a reminder, even if you're just worried right now about ranking up a 5-star from rank 1 to rank 2, like let's say I wanted to rank up this Awakened Black Panther, because why the heck not? When I hit the upgrade button, I need not 1, not 2, but 3 tier 3 class catalysts of the class of that 5-star that I'm trying to rank up, along with 5 tier 1 alphas and 2 tier 4 basics, which I'm currently depleted at after ranking up my 5-star Domino to rank 3, just to have 2 Dominoes that are kind of getting up there in terms of rating for both the arena and, otherwise. So keep in mind that if you get today's deal, you get, if you want to look at it like this, a guaranteed 5-star rank up to rank 2 of any class that you land on instantly, because that's how many tier 3s you get on the left bundle for just $10. And not only that, but you also get bonus items like 3 generic tier 3 basics, which is great for free, 20 tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals, which is pretty cool too for free, and 50,000 gold. Yeah, it's always nice to get more gold than that, but for free, you can't really complain. And then the right deal, some will say, and I get it, that this is one of the easiest items to grind for because you can guarantee yourself a fully formed tier 2 class catalyst of the day that you grind by simply 100% completing the quest. But that still takes energy, and you would have to use a lot of energy to guarantee yourself 3 class catalysts of that day for who you need to rank up if you ran the daily quest. And keep in mind, tomorrow we have brand new content coming to Marvel Contest of Champions. The last thing you want to do with your energy is use it on a daily quest just to grind some tier 2 catalyst bundles. And that's not even trying to consider how terrible of a decision it is to grind the tier 3 catalysts, which never guarantee you a fully formed. And sometimes, I remember back in the day, I would grind that entire thing all day long and not even be halfway toward one tier 3. They really need to up the chances of getting a fully formed tier 3. Now, thankfully, if you are worrying that if you don't get today's deal, you're screwed with tier 3, keep in mind in the Glory store that is now an option as well. When you scroll to the very top, you'll see that for 200 Glory, you can purchase one of these, but keep in mind there's a purchase limit of 1. So that's a pretty important comparison, because if you need 3 to rank up a 5-star and you've got 0, you can only get 1/3 of that with Glory, and there are much better things to spend your Glory on anyway. So I know that for people like me, you're going to look at this, and because you're concerned about 6-star shards or tier 5 basic fragments or tier 2 alphas, and you're going to be like, whatever, this isn't for me, this is a bad deal. But for the people that need it, whether it be starting players or especially if you're somebody out there who really wants to start ranking up 5-stars and you don't have tier 3s, the left side is an A deal. It really is. For $10, it's guaranteed value, guaranteed the catalyst needed to rank up any 5-star you land on instantly, assuming you have the other resources in hand, to rank 2. And that is awesome. That's worth so much more than $10. That's the price of one Grandmaster featured crystal worth of units. Just one. So I love the tier 3 catalyst bundle. I think it's a solid A value. And the tier 2, for those who need it, I still think is, I don't know, like a B- to a B. It's not bad for $5, it's not bad. It saves you far more than $5 worth of energy refills to have to worry about grinding your energy when you land on a champion that needs tier 2 class catalyst. So I know it's a day that we would like in the in-game community to see a 5-star awakening gem or tier 5 basic fragments, 6-star shards, etc. But I'm actually really excited for those of you who can take advantage of this and who really need it, because it's a small price to pay for guaranteed value when it comes to ranking up your 4-star, 5-star, and even in some cases 3-star champs. So jump on this if you need it and you've got the disposable income. It passes my stamp of approval, especially the left one, a well-deserved A grade. So happy Tuesday for those of you who need this, and otherwise just ignore it and wait for a better deal to come on in the contest. And we're just waiting and anticipating the 24 hours from now, actually less than that now, that we can see new content. Let's hope Android does instantly as well and doesn't have that BS that we saw in the past where our update is ready and Apple and Android isn't. Kabam has assured us that won't happen this month, so hopefully it is true. Until then, have a great Tuesday, YouTube. Thanks for watching.